Alright. So unfortunately that's going to take the chat server offline. Or at least the Restream chat server. So I might as well get rid of that. Let's see. Just give me a second, guys. It's always fun when there's like different technical issues. Where are we? Alright, this is better? Okay. Well, good. Now I need to actually update my stream information. You know, I'm new to this, and every single time I do this, I forget something. Because we're definitely not playing Jack's Party Pack, and we're not on my first affiliate stream, and we're not doing giveaways. So, alright, that is a lot better. Okay, cool. So I guess I won't be doing simulcasts until I figure out exactly what's going on with the encoders. I'm not sure why it takes such a dent in quality. But let's just get back on the hike. So we got about probably a half hour or so of walking through the woods. Oh shoot. This has some carvings on them. Rocket Man. I like that. That was a fun game. Did have a lot of fun last night with that game. I'm glad a lot of people showed up for it. Hopefully can continue that trend. But yeah. So that'll be happening every Friday night. For those who didn't catch it, last night we did our first social streaming, social gaming. So we did some giveaways, played some Jackbox Party Pack. So that's like some trivia, or like what else is it? It's Fibbage, but I don't know what the similar board game to it would be. Somebody said it last night, but basically like you have to come up with lies. Crossing another stream. Alright, have a safe hike. Thanks for stopping in, Minders.
Hey, you gotta hike fast. Waterfall's almost out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Whew. All right. So I don't know if you guys caught what that other guy was saying. He basically said the waterfall is almost running out. Good joke. So when you're hiking in Hawaii, if you're on a trail, you'll see these like tied on trees throughout it so that you know that you're on the right route. I'd hope that you would be somewhat familiar with where you're going before you go on a hike, but those are a good indicator to kind of say, hey, I'm going the right way. And you always want to look for the pink ones. The pink ones are for like your hiking trails. There are different color ones out here that indicate like hunting trails. So always keep your eye out for the pink. So, but like I was saying earlier, whenever you come on this hike at Lulumahu Trail, it always changes. You always have new trees falling over. You always have people like taking different paths. So it can be different every time you come. If I don't come after for like a few months and I come back, sometimes I actually get a little bit turned around. You can't ever really get lost as long as you have a good sense of direction and kind of know the area. But you can get it turned around pretty quickly because of how everything, all the surroundings change. It's a lot windier in here than I thought it would be. It's a heck of a lot busier. Morning. Holy cow. But let's see. We got more carvings on here. That's a three person carving there. A plus no. I don't even know what that is. Lene, sell it. But somebody carved in the date 2/15/14. So this has been knocked down since 2014, or probably before it. That one was from 2016. So on this one, I just like to go up and over. Woo! Just straddle the log and get your butt over. Whew. Rob is finishing up his stream. Cool. Hopefully he can join us over here. Just getting started on mine. We're almost to the waterfalls. So how you doing this morning, Giridium? Or, yeah, Giridium. So when it rains here, you'll actually see this gets pretty flooded. It sprinkled last night, but you know, it wasn't a downpour. So, but you do have to watch the weather when you come on these hikes, because this can get overflowed pretty well. Holy cow. Right. What's up, Rob? We got Rob with a freaking BB host of 312 viewers. Holy crap. Holy crap. That's a little waterfall, Rob. We're not to the big one yet. Wow. So if you guys don't know Rob, you should go check him out. He's a pretty well-known Warframe streamer. He has a bunch of Warframe videos on YouTube that are awesome if you want to learn how to play the game. And he's just an awesome personality, a great person to watch. So let's see if that works. I don't know if that'll work. I had to switch up my stream in the middle, Rob. Hey, TNL Official, thanks for the follow. How's it going, man? How you doing, Michelle? So we're just here in Hawaii. We just started on a hike. So today we're going to be hiking up to Lulumahu Falls, so a decent waterfall here on the islands of Oahu. And then after that, we're going to take a wander through a bamboo forest, and at the end we're going to be visiting the ruins of the Summer Royal Palace. It's where King Kamehameha III used to come with the Queen during the summers. So thanks for the follow, guys. I doubt I will be able to keep up with the system. Oh, you want to see the bamboo forest? We'll get there, Rob. We'll get there. But first, we're going to get to waterfalls. How was your stream today? Isuge 2, Blood Dragon King, the Sentinel. Thanks for the follow, brothers. Welcome to the Crossroads. Just so you know who I am, I'm Dave, or also known as your average wanderer on Twitch. But I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Fridays and Sundays, it's gaming streams. So Fridays we have giveaways and do a social streaming. Last night we did some Jackbox Party Pack. And then today we are doing a hike stream. So every Saturday it's going to be hikes and adventures. So I'm going to take you around the islands of Hawaii and show you the scenes and give you some interesting background information. You got to hit up the grocery store and do some dishes to make spaghetti. Oh, you were talking about spaghetti yesterday. Well, thanks for coming in, Rob. Thank you for that beefy host. That's amazing. I really appreciate it. Fafner, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the Crossroads. And then, so Sundays we do themed game streaming. So this month we're doing retro games. So tomorrow at 12 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time, so that would be 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be playing some retro games. So this past week I did a playthrough of Torn's Passage, which is an old Sierra's point-and-click adventure. And then also threw in a little bit of Fable during the week. Thanks. This is amazing. It is, Fafner. It's pretty cool. It's pretty damn awesome. Gotta love Hawaii. Hi. Come down. Sam, you love indie games or games that have pixel art? Me too. I actually have Cuphead, so probably gonna throw in Cuphead during like a random weekly stream. Let's see. XX Prosny Pes. XX, thank you for the follow. Fafner, you like Cuphead? I actually haven't played it yet. I bought it during the holiday sale on Steam, and haven't gotten around to jump on it. So definitely, it definitely will be one of the upcoming games that I want to try out. So, I definitely will stream it. So for those who's just joining, just so you know where I'm at, so we're doing the Lulumahu waterfalls today. It's a hike off the Poly Highway here on the island of Oahu out in Hawaii. And then later we'll head over to the Bamboo Forest and the Royal Summer Palace. So this hike, I'm out of data. All right, Sam, thanks for coming into the stream. So this hike used to be like a little hidden gem for like locals to go on. It's actually on the only legal wild boar hunting grounds on the island here. Excuse me, fellas. So you actually are supposed to get a permit with the state to come on this hike. It's only like $2.50. It's not that bad. So to make sure that you have all the paperwork, you really should get that permit. But you know, a lot of people don't, and I don't even think a lot of people even know that a permit's required. Even some of the locals that I talk to, they don't know that you're supposed to get it. I want the thick. Me too. Thanks for the follow, brother. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Crossroads. For those of you new to the stream, I just made Twitch affiliate this week. Just started streaming actually last Saturday. Slowly but surely, trying to make my way up to partner. But the main thing about this stream is that everything that's put into it, any sort of donations, any of the bits, any of the subscriptions, it all goes back to the viewers in giveaways, in gear, in travel. Hi.
Oh,
Morning. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
recording it?
Yep. Doing a live stream, got like 300 people watching right now.
Oh.
There you go. So, anyways, all donations, all subscriptions, all bits, any of that stuff is going to go directly back to the viewer in forms of giveaways and just like, you know, I do need some gear upgrades to do better streams, but most of it is just going to go towards giveaways. I have some pretty fun ones planned for later on. Once I get my feet underneath me. Like I said, I'm pretty new. So actually, if you take a peek up here, if you look all the way in the background, that teeny tiny little waterfall back there is actually where our final destination is for this part of the stream. So we're actually almost there. And I'm going to try not to fall in to the water today. So this will be an interesting climb. Oh. Let's see, what is the best way to get up here? Alright. Probably would have been easier to come up over there. I actually have a rope coming up. And a rope going down. So the one thing that you got to be fully aware of when you're hiking in Hawaii is that you're going to get dirty. You're going to get muddy. You're going to get wet. There's just no way around it. Alright. So here we are, guys. Welcome to Lulumahu Falls. I am not going to climb these waterfalls. It is right here. That is the climb. It is not easy. But if you want, are there always so many people hiking? On the weekends? Yeah. There's always quite a few people hiking. It used to be kind of a secret little locals only known spot, but you know, as soon as people start posting stuff up on the internet, everybody finds out about this place. Stop staring. You're staring. Here. There you go, Rob. Now you won't be distracted. So I got a question for you guys. If you want, I do have a waterproof camera. So if you guys want, I can actually take you up into the waterfall. So let me know. Do you guys want to go all the way up there? You gotta let me know. You know, oh, do it. Oh, Rob's calling me out. So here we go. You guys slick up here. You're gonna get me wet. Now that I'm thoroughly soaked, thanks to Rob, we're gonna start heading back down, and then we'll head over to the bamboo forest and the royal palace. You got water in your ears? Be careful. I appreciate Fafner. I'm always careful. Like, I'm never gonna bring you guys on a hike that I haven't done several times before. Well, I take that back. I won't take you on a hike that I haven't at least researched. Dagon99, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Crossroads, brother. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. If you haven't seen it already, we got Lulumahu Falls of Oahu, right off the Pali Highway. Our first stop on our hike today. Might want to shake the water from the mic. The audio's muffled. Okay, let's do this. Watch your ears, guys. How's that? Better? All right. So now we're gonna head back down. I'm not going to take the crazy way this time. That little bit of climb was unnecessary, but like I said earlier, the thing I really love about this hike, the Lulumahu Falls hike, it's also known as the Nunuanu Poly hike, because that's the two crossroads that the trailhead is actually at. The thing I like about this hike is that you can always take like a different path. Like there's so many ways to get up to the falls. There's so many ways and different trails around that you like. If you come here, you never have to take the same way twice. So, and if you come prepared with like, I would not wear tennis shoes on here. I would wear like some sort of water moccasin, or like, you know, these open toe like strappy sandals, because then you can actually walk through the water. Rob, are you shopping yet? If you are, how's it going? If you guys don't know, a gay guy plays actually enjoys grocery shopping. He will go to the store, not have a list, not have a plan, and will spend hours at the grocery store. I absolutely hate grocery shopping, especially here on the island. Like, you cannot go to a grocery store and expect to get, like, even if you go with a list, like even if you go prepared and you have a list, you know exactly what you want, it takes an hour just to get out of the store, even if like you only take 15 minutes to grab everything. But Rob, on the other hand, he just likes to go to the store willy-nilly, walk through the aisles, and just pick up random shit. Oh, tell them the chicken incident? That's the other thing about Hawaii. We literally run out of everything. You'd never expected. You would never expect to go to a grocery store and ask to be shown where their chicken breasts are when you're on an island that I wake up every morning and there is a rooster or a chicken like on the grounds right outside my house. So you would not expect to go to a grocery store and ask for their chicken and they say, "I'm sorry, sir, our chicken is in the middle of the ocean being shipped right now. We won't have any until next week." No chicken breast. No frozen chicken breast. No fresh chicken breast. No chicken nuggets. Nada. No chicken. It is just insane. Whoa. That was not a sturdy rock. Yes, people, I almost fell. Not really. That's what you do to see something you like and treat yourself in a grocery store. That's true. You can go to the grocery store and treat yourself. You know, people say don't go to the grocery store hungry because you'll just end up buying everything, which is true. But I myself like to go to the grocery store, have some sort of idea what I need for the week, and then, you know, every now and then I'll just be like, hey, I deserve those cookies. Like, I deserve that cake. I deserve that cupcake. I deserve those cookies or that ice cream. You know, every now and then you got to treat yourself. But it doesn't mean that you don't have to go there planned. Like, especially here. If I went to the grocery store and had no idea what I was doing for the rest of the week, shoot, I would be there for like 2 hours. And it is not fun. Alright, we're going to let some people pass. So have any of you guys ever been out to Hawaii? know, while we're here waiting. Morning. Warframe. What are you saying? What are you saying there, Faf? You don't go anywhere because of Warframe? Well, I get that. It is a fun game. I really enjoy playing it. Maybe when I actually upgrade my system, the plan is to hopefully upgrade a computer system to a point where I can actually stream Warframe. I actually was gonna try and test to see if my system can do it now, because right now I'm actually on a little bit of a Warframe hiatus. I made a promise to myself back on December 12th that I would not play any more Warframe until January 12th, after I successfully went to the gym on a regular schedule, attended all my training classes, and then, Warframe would be my treat. So maybe come sometime around January 12th, I'll give it a little bit of a try, see if I can get a Warframe stream going on the setup that I have right now. And maybe you guys can join me. Sherry, you have? Dagon, no, but it seems cool. Woo! It is really cool. I do really enjoy being in Hawaii, as far as the places you can go and the sights you can see. I don't necessarily enjoy the part of being, out in the middle of the ocean, where, if you want to go back to the States, you're going to, anywhere central to the East Coast, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Graham, been stuck in southern Texas my whole life. Hawaii looks beautiful compared to the farmland and deserts. Yeah, it is beautiful. And, that's one of the reasons why I do these hike streams. It's kind of share this experience with people who might not have the chance to actually come out here. And, in some way, shape, or form, watching the stream, it might give you a little bit of a glimpse, a more real glimpse than those extremely polished TV shows or documentaries about the islands. But something a little bit more real. So if you guys ever do come out to Hawaii and you do the hikes, if you didn't hear earlier, make sure you're looking out for these little pink ribbons. This marks hiking trails. So as long as you see a pink ribbon wherever you're hiking, you're on a pretty good trail. And find a better way, because some of these trails, like the one hunting grounds on the islands of Oahu. Morning. I have to ask. But there's always something I want to say, and I don't. But you guys, you missed the pink ribbon thing. Well, maybe if we come up on another one. But like I was saying, this is the only legal. There are other colors of ribbons that do designate other things. I think blue, if I remember. So you might not want to. Why you're supposed to hunting ground with costs, because they want to keep them in a somewhat rural area, but because of the internet, by day I was trying to see if I thought I saw another pink ribbon around here, but maybe not. Sorry, Rob. But a handful of hikes anymore on this island where you can actually go, you and a couple friends, go back there and not be disturbed. But that one, you might see one person the whole entire time. And then that at the end, but maybe if I'll future stream. She tried to wave at you guys, but I had the camera on me. Okay, thank you. Oh, All right. Can you find an animal and film it? I want to see. I don't know if I've never actually, even though this is like a legal boar hunting area, I shouldn't say on this island, but on this trail has been dogs while driving down the freeway. You know, some of you guys, whoops, jeez, oh Pete's. It's just bizarre. So, yeah. But yeah, the first time I actually saw a wild boar was when I was driving to work, going down the freeway. Actually seen and fed a wild boar up close over on, what is it? Island of Hawaii. So over there is a really cool little hike. They basically call it the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. So I might, you know, if I get a chance before I leave the islands, I might try and take a trip back over to Hawaii and let you guys see some of the stuff. What you filming on? So my mobile streaming setup is basically just my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. And I just got a new selfie stick yesterday. I don't remember what it's called, but it actually comes, it has like a built-in little tripod, so I can actually set the camera down and it'll be stable. But that's all I'm filming on. As far as software, right now it's running on Bitstream. So with Bitstream on your mobile phone, you can actually insert web sources. So that's where you're getting all the overlays and all the information. So I'm trying a little experiment. Not today because it kind of failed earlier this morning and I had to switch to stream on Twitch only. But I'm trying a little experiment to actually do simulcasts on Facebook Live and YouTube Live and Twitch at the same time. And then there's software that actually combines all the chats into one chat that I can interact with. But that's a little bit trickier to do on the mobile because of the encoder setups. It's not as easy just hitting a live button on Twitch and it automatically like, hey, here's like your bandwidth, and we can automatically set the bit rate and make sure it's a clear stream. But yeah, that's all I'm filming on. What I got on my back is we got a hydration pack back there. We got some spare battery packs, so we can charge up the battery. The phone battery, which, you know, it's in at 50% right now, so it's doing pretty good. We've been streaming for, you know, a little over an hour, and we have a battery pack in there, and then we got water. So if you ever go on hikes, make sure you always take water and you take a little bit of a snack. So I have a Cliff Bar in there just in case. You never know what happens. You never know if a storm comes in and there's a flash flood, so you're going to be stuck somewhere for a little bit as it passes. So you always want to be prepared when you come out on these things. So we're almost back. We're getting closer to getting back out of the actual waterfall hike. And then I'll actually start heading over to the bamboo forest. And through the bamboo forest, and at the end will be the summer palace. So just in case, you know, there's some people joining who hasn't been here for a while. And I stream, my regular schedule for streams are Friday, Saturday, for my third stream. And game list down below. And also, if you guys And mainly, what I'm going to be using, I'm going to start putting out, little hike tutorials on the different places that I go. Some guides basically on how to get real treks. So that's the next project that I'm going to be starting on now that I got the stream up and running. Why is it called the Summer Palace? So it's called the Summer Palace because that's where King Kamehameha III, which means it's on the side of the island that doesn't have the most exposure to the trade winds. And the trade winds here on the island are actually what controls most of the weather. So if the trade winds come in, it's going to blow out all the humidity. It's going to, cool everything down. And that's why on the other side of the mountains, which I'll actually show you the mountains when we get up there, on the other side of the mountains where the trade winds have more exposure, that's called the windward side of the island. So that side of the island stays cooler in the summer. We get more rain, it's greener. And that's why they built a summer palace on the leeward side of the island, on the other side of the mountains, so that they could actually come during the summer and get some relief from the heat and the humidity. But I myself, I actually live on the windward side of the island. I work, it's a lot quieter on the windward side. There's not as many tourists on the windward side. There's a lot more hikes, it seems like, on the windward side, because it's greener, it's wetter. There's more things to see as far as like getting out. The beaches on the windward side are much better. Like comparing Waikiki to Kailua, like Waikiki's cool because it's like, it's the beach, but Kailua is actually, I enjoy better. I think it's prettier. You have more to see because you have the, and it's on a calmer side of the island. Mud and everything I've been walking through this entire time. Off my lens a little bit because I think with the water, so for you guys who just joined, a little bit ago, we came up through, well, we didn't actually come up these stairs, but we did come up this way earlier today. Oh, there's your animal. There you got an animal. Morning. So like I was saying, everything's changing on this hike. Like trees fall over. Also another focus of the hike. This will change. There's a graffiti mural. There you got the mountains. We're actually going to start heading this way. We're going to start heading. So yeah, not going out the same way I came in. You can. One thing that you won't be seeing today. I'm gonna try and get out of this wind. On this island, depending upon where you'll have like northwest, northeast. I'm so bad at directions on this island. It's just in the middle of. It's the middle of ocean. On the windward side, you got the people, all the tourists, all the traffic. So, honestly, this part of the hike is where I always get lost. Only on Twitch can you do a hike in the mountains and get Starbucks at the same time. What did you get me, Rob? Did you get me Starbucks? I would have liked some Starbucks. I've been really nice of you. But anyways, like I was saying, on this part of the hike, I always seem to get a little bit lost. It's not really lost. It's just there's no real trail to it. You're just walking through trees, and then you come out the other end. So it's all about perseverance. Can you at least keep walking in one direction so you make it to the trailhead? You just want to stay out of the stream banks, which is what I was down in, and stay up on higher grounds for two reasons. The stream banks, they get filled up with a bunch of trash and debris that washes down during the rainstorms, so they're not as easy to hike through. And also, you want to stay out of them in case of a downpour. In Hawaii, it's always going to rain. It's just, when is it going to rain? Yes, come here and get it. One day I will actually be able to go there and get Starbucks with you. Today ain't that day. You know, I think what would have been better, Rob, is if you came here to Hawaii and got some Starbucks. So here we are, down a little bit of a trail. Let's see where this ends up. Like I was saying, that's a little stream bank. There's actually water in it. But as you can see, there's a lot of like trees down, debris falling over it. It just washes everything into the banks. Well, I just heard somebody down here. So this has to be the right way, right? So we're coming up actually on a bamboo forest. We're going to be walking through that for a little bit. So you go from like a normal, everyday forest to bamboo shoots. You consider it, but mainly because of Gizmo. That's not very nice. Oh shoot. So this is all sorts of tore up. We might have to turn around and go the other way. Maybe. Let's try and make it through it. But it just looks like it's just been gone through hell. Like everything's tipped over, knocked down. But here's the trail. So here you go, Rob. Here's that bamboo forest I was telling you about. So bamboo in Hawaii is actually cultivated for several different things. It used to be, used as a main building material, I guess. And I tried looking up some information on it last night, and there used where like people were encouraged to plant bamboo and harvest it. Just as like a renewable natural resource. The trail actually, we got some water coming through, so we're going to try and stay up on this dry side here. So yeah, so now here's the bamboo forest. Hopefully everything's not flooded, and hopefully I can get out to the main trail so I can find all that noise. You like see the bamboo, hear a lot of a lot of background noise. So much mud. It did rain last night, so I personally have never been to Japan, so I don't know, how much bamboo they have growing over there. I think Atlantic Fleet for most of my Navy career, and that's where I did most of my deployments. So I've actually never been over to the Pacific. So I've never been to Japan. So I have no idea what they got going on there. All right. So now we made it back out to the main trail. So we're one step closer to getting out to the summer palace. And let's check some battery. We got 40%, so but it's a beautiful day for a hike today. Oh shoot, let's just go. Like there's two trails, Summer Palace, and Rob, by the way, here's that pink ribbon to the Summer Palace, and they always change. The trails are always changing. Whatever you come out on, that's rolling through some bamboo. Gotta scrunch. Whoever comes out to visit, give me a holler. Yep, there. See, looking. So I don't know if you guys can hear all the bamboo rattling. Hit my toe. I hurt. What's the weather? 70 degrees Fahrenheit with 59% humidity. Oh, this work out. I've been looking at the. I don't know what it was. Tom was lying to me. It did not feel 70 degrees outside. So very ASMR-y. Shoot, that's the second time I've gotten that comment on this stream. So maybe that's just my calling. Maybe I just need to go different places and just record ASMR sounds. Like my cat purring, the bamboo rattling. Maybe that's what people really want. Nah, that's not me. I ain't gonna do that. I don't have the tits. It seems like you always have to have the tits to do a decent ASMR stream. So this is all getting turned around. So we're just going to keep following the trail. Even though it looks and seems a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure stuff's just been knocked down. Somebody did a nice job of actually lining the trail with bamboo, so that was nice of them. So we should be coming up on the palace here shortly. Hopefully. I mean, I hope I didn't fail and get you guys to the right place. That would kind of suck. I could just end up lost in the middle of the forest just streaming to Twitch. I mean, that would make some sort of a record fail. The first time I actually came out on this hike, I came out with a group in the Navy, and there was somebody who was actually leading the hike, and she got lost. She actually got all of us lost, as far as, you know, it was when we were actually going up to the falls. She took us down a harder trail than was necessary, and we were climbing up some like cliff face and climbing down, and I was freaking tired after that. But since then I've come out with a few friends, and we figure out better ways to get around. And I'm hoping, you know, I didn't forget the correct path to the Summer Palace. Or at least, if I did forget the correct path, I can just, you know, we end up at the Ginger Springs. But I think this is going to be right. I hope it's going to be right. Whoa. I mean, it's right to somewhere, because we got another pink ribbon. So we're on a trail. I'm almost certain this is right. Oh yeah, it is. Because you can actually see where they used to have, you know, waterways. I don't know if you guys can see in there very well. But this is all like rusted out. I don't know if you can actually tell, because it kind of just matches in with the trees and limbs. You should put it in the panels as to who we should call if you get too lost. Nah. Just, yeah. If I get lost, I'm going to get off the stream and I'm going to find my way out. But I'm really kind of just joking a little bit with you guys. I get a little bit uncomfortable on this hike because the scenery is always changing, but like my sense of direction, like my knowledge of the hike is always telling me to go one way, go this way, go this way, go this way. And it always looks different because things are always getting knocked down. So I never know, like it never seems familiar, even though like my mind and my sense of direction and everything, all the knowledge that I have being on this hike like 15 times now, tells me to go in one direction. It just doesn't look familiar. But luckily, my sense of direction is a pretty trusty beast. You know why? Because here we are. Welcome to King Kamehameha III Summer Palace. Like, it just looks like a bunch of like ruined walls and rocks. If you actually search for Lulumahu Falls, and if you type in Summer Palace next to it, you'll actually find a wiki article where they have an etching of what this place actually used to look like. So the Summer Palace was built in in the early 1940s. I think it was like 1943 or 1945. And we're getting rained on. So it's not if, it's always when here in Hawaii. But the Summer Palace was built in the early 1840s. I'm sorry, 1840s. So it was like 1843 or 1845. It was built by King Kamehameha III, and was used as his summer retreat when they moved the capital city from Lahaina, I think. I don't remember. But they moved it to Honolulu. So Honolulu, like I was saying earlier, is on the leeward side. It gets pretty warm. It gets pretty hot during the summers over there. So they built a retreat up here in the in the windward side in the mountains where it's cooler, and they have a little bit more protection from the elements. But so the actual official name of this is Kaniakapupu. So Kaniakapupu. It's a summer palace of King Kamehameha III and his queen Kalama. There you have it. I think it was built in 1845. So if you read there, in 1847, so 2 years after the completion of the summer palace, King Kamehameha III and Queen Kalama actually threw a luau, and it was in celebration of the restoration of Hawaii's what was it? It's not solidarity, but basically their independence. So in 1847, they threw basically a new Independence Day for Hawaii, where 10,000 people came to this site for a luau. Vash loves pizza. It looks beautiful. I know. This is kind of like a really cool place I like to bring people. It has a real sense of history. Here in Hawaii. Kamehameha wave Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, actually the creator of Dragon Ball Z got some of the names and some of the sounds that he included in that series from Hawaii, because he actually loved Hawaii. That's why if you come out to Hawaii, every street you go down, there's at least another street called King Kamehameha. Would have need a huge hog? Yeah, you would need a pretty huge hog to feed 10,000 people at a luau. I'm sure they had more than one. I'm sure that the luau had several hogs and several different beasts. So we'll give you guys one more little view of this palace, because actually the remains of one of the main, walk past the main entryways into this palace still remains, and it's in these rocks. So this rock was like the main entry path to come up to the palace. So this is where, King Kamehameha and Queen Kalama would be greeting their visitors, the 10,000 people that came up to celebrate Hawaii's sovereignty in 1847. So this palace, it was used, and of course through time it was kind of just lost. Like, people forgot about it after the different people came, and the United States took over the islands, and you had different countries laying claim to the Hawaiian Islands. But after that, the summer palace kind of just got lost in time, and over time, all these trees, everything just overgrown it. And I think, if I remember correctly, it wasn't until 1970. I can't remember, but I think it was rediscovered in 1970. So it actually was just recently. Go through the door. Well, so technically, you're not supposed to go inside of there. I don't think so. I mean, people do, but it's just kind of like respect. I can take you up to the door, but I don't really want to go inside the building. It's pretty much a well-respected place in Hawaii. You don't want you don't want to do anything that's disrespectful to any of the culture or history of the islands, because the people are very proud. But I mean, as you can see, people still come here and leave gifts for the royal family, and to commemorate, this place. But what I can do is I'll stick you inside the door, but I won't step in there. But of course, this is just one little piece of the palace. Nature kind of did its work and took over the grounds. But like I said, if you look up the Lulumahu Falls Summer Palace on Google and you click on it, a related search will be these ruins, and there's actually an etching of what this place actually used to look like, and there's a little bit more history on what went on here. So now we're going to try and find our way out. So we're not going to go back up. I'm going to actually take you down another way out of here that goes down to the Nuuanu, the street of Nuuanu, because there's a cool little overview that I want to show you guys before we close off the stream. But so yeah, what did you think? Could you imagine having like 10,000 people just gathered here in this little area for a luau? Like, how crazy would that be? I mean, I've been to some of the tourist luau's here, and they're fun. They're really fun to go and watch some dancing, eat some pork and some of the local cuisine. Shoot, I cannot remember what it's called, but it's basically like a yogurt. And Hawaii is pretty famous for it. I think it's the only place any of these people eat it. But whatever you do, don't eat it. Like Sherry, you might know. You've been to Hawaii. What is that that paste that they put on their food? I can't remember what it's called, but it's disgusting. It just worst thing that has ever been put in my mouth, ever. I don't know, maybe you don't remember either, but yeah, if you guys come out, make sure you check a luau out. There is the Hawaiian Cultural Center that's up towards the North Shore that a lot of people tend to go to. It's a pretty popular poi. Yeah, poi. Don't eat the poi. Do not eat the poi. I do not recommend poi. I cannot say that with more conviction, other than just don't do it. Don't eat poi. Ew. It was so gross. But yeah, there's a lot of luau's here on the island. A lot of people go up to the Hawaiian Cultural Center. The only thing I don't like about the Hawaiian Cultural Center is that there's no alcohol allowed on premise. So if I'm going to a luau, I'm going to want my Mai Tai, I'm going to want some alcohol, and I'm going to want to have a good time. But the Hawaiian Cultural Center was bought by the Mormon Church, so it's ran by the Mormons. So of course, they abstain from the use of alcohol. So that's not allowed in the Hawaii Cultural Center. But it's supposed to be a really cool luau. So if you can actually go there and tolerate the not being able to drink, have fun. But there's a few other places on island that you can go to that are just as fun. But here we are back in another section of the bamboo forest. It shouldn't be too long until we actually make it out of the trail. And this actually exits out to the Nuuanu I think it's street or something like that. But it's the crossroad with the poly highway that this trail is actually located at. The reason why I want to go this way is, one, it's quicker to get out of the trail, and two, there's like a cool little overview. So if I can get to it without getting hit by a car, I'll be able to show you guys that, and we can call it a day. You can see how they have like water running from the reservoir. I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, but there was actually a water reservoir or a man-made lake on the earlier part of the trail that we walked past this morning. So we're coming up on the road. Going to make sure there's no cars going to hit me. And we'll go across. There you go. So how long have I been in Hawaii? So actually, I was actually born in Hawaii. I was born in here. I won't give you the year, but I was born to, both my parents were in the Navy. But we left before I was 1, I think, if I remember right. I've been in the Navy for, it's going on 8 years now. And the last 2.5 years and some change, I've actually spent here stationed in Hawaii. So, I mean, it's pretty fun. And then you got this little street that's running up it, but there you can see actually the mountains that cut off the windward and the leeward side of the island. They run all the way up north and south of the island. So that's what cuts off leeward from windward. So what I'm going to start doing, make my way up the road. We're going to try and cross, because there's no real side of the road on the other side. And just hope I don't get hit by somebody. But that's basically the trail I wanted to take you guys on today. But I was thinking, it's really up to you guys. We can call it a day, and I can say my thank yous, and we can move on. But there is one thing that I can take you to that's pretty quick, pretty easy to get to, and it's on my way home. It's called the Poly Lookout. So what it does is it takes you up the mountain ridge to a lookout at the top, overlooking the windward side of the island. So you'll be able to see Kaneohe Bay, you'll see parts of Kailua, you'll see parts of Kaneohe. It's a pretty clear day, so you should be able to see a lot. And also there's a story. It's also a point where King Kamehameha united the islands. So I can take you up there, and I can show you that if you guys want to hang out, wait for me to get to my car, get in it. It shouldn't take more than, a few minutes. We can sit here and chat while we're doing that, or we can just call it a day, and we can go on our way. What do you guys want? And while I'm sitting here waiting for you guys to decide whether you want to see the Poly Lookout or not, make sure you go down the panels below, and you go in and get in the Discord channel. That's where I'll be posting most of the information for all the future streams, all the future hikes, and all the future projects, everything will be funneled into the Discord for information. Go ahead and hop on my Instagram and my Twitter. Instagram, you know, you have some pictures from some of the old places that I used to. Sherry says go. Dagon says go. I think we're going. So we'll take you up to the Poly Lookout. We just have a little bit of a walk, of course, to get back to the car. But as I was saying, go ahead and follow my Instagram. So I've been in the Navy for 8 years. I haven't been too busy with Instagram lately because I've actually been stationed shoreside instead of on a ship for the last 2 years. So the last 2 years I've actually been able to just chill here in Hawaii and not worry about going on deployment. But I have been on 2 deployments over in Europe and in the Middle East. So there's some pictures up here of those places, and there will be more pictures posted as we go more on these ventures. So go ahead and check out the Instagram, links down below, and the Twitter. Twitter is going to be the best place, other than Discord. It's going to be the second best place to see what's going on, see when I go live, to see, you know, what's coming up, get information on the weekly giveaways, and everything that's going on with the channel. So make sure you guys hop in those 2 things and join us here in the crossroads. And if you haven't already, you know, it doesn't cost anything to follow. So go ahead and hit that follow button if you haven't already, so you can see when we do more of these streams. So if you can't tell, I'm walking uphill. We're probably about 50 yards or so from the car. A little bit out of breath. I've been sick most this week, so was just getting over that, and then did the. Is your brother Nick Gers? Nick Gers. I don't know who Nick Gers is. So I'd say he's not my brother. I do have, you know, an extended family, but he's not in it. So not that I know of, at least. So I have no idea who that is. But yeah, so if you haven't already, get in the Discord, follow that Twitter, and get on the Instagram. Those are going to be the places that you're going to, you know, be able to gather the most out of what's going on in the channel. And take a look at the schedule. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So on the weekends, you'll catch me on here. During the week, I do random streams. I can't really plan out the week yet because, you know, I'm still in the Navy. Still trying to hammer down a schedule that works with my military schedule. So most of the time during the week, I just do, I'll just hop on randomly. But when I do hop on randomly, you'll be able to find it on my Discord, on my Twitter. So, me running late to catch up. Wait for me. Winterbolt, did you just join us? Welcome to the stream, brother. So for those who didn't know, and I wish I could play the alert, but I can't because I'm on my phone. Say hi to Winterbolt. He's actually the first subscriber to the channel. He was right on that as soon as my affiliation went live. So if I haven't said enough already, thank you, Winterbolt, also known as Glaive. But Glaive, you were helping a buddy move. That's a good friend. Whew. We are almost to the car. So the goal to getting to the car is not get hit by other cars. So that is the main goal of here. But you're helping a buddy move. Well, Glaive, you'll be able to catch the VOD. So what's going on right now is that you missed a trip underneath the waterfall You missed the Summer Palace, but the stream's not over yet. So I took a vote, and the two people who voted said I should take you to the Poly Lookout. So that's where we're heading. We're just a few hundred feet away from the car. We're going to hop in the car. It's less than a 5-minute drive up to the Poly Lookout. And I'll let you guys take a look on the leeward or the windward side of the island. Have a little peek at the old Poly Highway. So when I get up there, I'll actually tell you the story of what actually happened at this point, but it's actually a very significant point in Hawaiian history. It's where King Kamehameha actually united all the islands of Hawaii under one rule. But the story behind that is really interesting, and there's some panels up there to actually give you an idea of what went on. But that also leads to some of the rumors about Poly Highway, or I guess it's more like superstitions. So Poly Highway is that highway in Hawaii that has the history. I weep, I'll tag along for a while, I'm free, okay, Glaive. Yeah, tag along, let me take you up to Poly Lookout, give you a little bit of show before we close off the stream. Just note, it's going to be super windy up there. So the stream's going to get really loud. So when I get out of the car, before I do that, I'll give you a little bit of a warning. Because that's the next thing I need to do is upgrade the mics on here. Either get an external mic or get some wind guard coverage on the internal mics. Whew. So we're actually at the car. Just need to walk through the parking lot. So if you guys didn't know, we actually are situated along the Poly Highway. It is one of the main highways here that crosses the island from the leeward to the windward side. It was one of the first highways that did that. And when we go up to the Poly Lookout, I'll actually be able to show you at least sections of the old Poly Highway. Like you have this 4-lane highway right here. And the old Poly Highway, that's some sketchy shit. I don't even know how cars fit down this thing. Let alone how they didn't fall off the side of the cliff. So it is pretty neat. There's actually a hike. I'm not going to go on it again. It's pretty dangerous. But there's actually a hike on the old Poly Highway. But I think it was like a year ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, after I had just after I had actually done the hike. There was a mudslide. So mudslide kind of like cut off parts of the hike. That was already sketchy to begin with. I think I almost fell off the side of the cliff at least twice. So here we are. Actually made it to the car. We have a little bit of battery left. I might actually plug you guys in. So I want to get off these shoes before I get in my car so I don't bring in the mud. One thing I didn't come prepared for today, I didn't bring a towel. Usually I bring a towel on these so I can at least wipe off a little bit. And we'll get these muddy shoes. So the thing that you always want to bring is a plastic bag when you go on these hikes. You're going to get muddy. You probably want to, sometimes, depending upon what you do, bring a change of clothes, bring a towel. I know one of the hikes I'll be taking you guys on is so muddy that you can actually sink into the mud up to your knees. Alright, so transferring over the car. Pardon my hand. put you on this little nifty little car mount. There we go. So welcome to my car. Is it like misty or sprinkling? Yeah. So right now, I mean, it's Hawaii. It's not will it rain, it's when will it rain. There's no part chance of actually raining. During the day, there will always be some sprinkle. Okay, so let's try and get out of here. Hopefully people weren't assholes and actually blocked this off, because there's only one real way to get out of this trail, and it looks like they did. So hopefully we can do this without ruining my car, which it looks like we're going to hit bottom. Well, that's fun. Thank you, jackasses. See, that's the thing about like people who don't know coming to the hikes. They just park wherever they want. They don't understand the flow of traffic. Woo-wee. That hit my bumper. The flow of traffic. There's actually like a path that's well worn in to get out of that parking lot. But people like to park there because it's flat. And they make you go over like places that you really shouldn't be driving over. So here we are. We're driving down the Poly Highway. It's just a few minutes. So you can see that well, there's that entrance. So I saw the entrance to the lookout on the other side. I'm trying to keep an eye out for the lookout on this side. Hawaii is pretty. It is. It is very pretty. So I think we're dragging part of something, either like a rock or something. So I'm gonna have to check that out. Thank you, jackasses, for making me hit my bumper. But we'll take care of that here in a second. Something is definitely dragging. I don't know if it's a leaf or if it's actually some plastic piece on the car. But here we go. We're actually at the Poly lookout. So we'll go up here. Hawaii is pretty. It is very pretty. So they close this off at night. There's actually quite a few hikes that come up here. Some people still hike the old Poly Highway. There's a few others. Here is the lookout. So we'll try and find a parking spot. I might also just park down the street, because good luck parking here. Well, you guys are falling. Alright, so you guys are just going to have to sit here for a second. So, camera test fail on the mount here. So let's see. Should be able to find some street parking down here though. I'll just go right here. Winterbolt, my man, coming in with a $10 donation. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Let me just get you guys set back up. Alright, there we go. What did it do? There we go. Okay, let's get the car off. Get you guys back out. So, just so you know, you're going to want to cover your ears. The Poly Lookout is notorious for being windy, so you might want to turn the volume down, or if you're wearing headsets especially, because it's about to get loud. So I'll just give a second, and then we're going to head out. So we're going to try and cross the street without getting hit by any cars. Make sure I lock my car. So as I was saying, Poly Highway, it's one of the first highways that was built that actually connected the two sides of the island, so it cut through the mountains. It's the highway that's most known. I don't know if you know any Hawaiian superstitions, but you cannot travel with pork going between the leeward and windward sides. It's also pretty well known for being haunted. So if you do make it up here at night, you will supposedly hear sounds of Hawaiian warriors or like other people who have passed on the Poly Highway. So the Poly Lookout itself is the central point where King Kamehameha united the island. And how he did so is that he invited all the other chieftains of all the islands of Hawaii to this point for a meeting. And he gave them a choice. You know, you can join me, or you don't. But the only thing is, the only trick he had up his sleeve is that when, you know, some of the chieftains just said, yeah, I'll join you. It's cool. I'm down. Let's unite the islands. Let's unite everything. But some of the chieftains were like, screw you. I'm not going to join a central nation. You know, I got my power. I got my lands. We don't need you. Well, he had all the chieftains lined up at this lookout. Went to them one by one, saying, join me or not. Join me or not. And then, you know, when it came to the knots, I'm sure most of you have seen the movie 300. You know, the fairly famous scene of, you know, this is Sparta. King Kamehameha did a Spartan kick. Anybody who didn't want to join him, they're standing here. They're standing right here. Standing on this ledge. Looking out. All their lands, all their standing right here. So basically, standing right here, you say, I don't want to join you. You Spartan kicked your ass off the ended up down there. And the story up there. But there you go. So I'll just move you guys a little bit closer. But here's the last thing I want to show you guys today. It's funny that you just required to kick them off the cliff and they said no. It is pretty funny. So one of the things actually the I know it's I told you guys it'd get windy. Sorry, I told you guys. Holy cow, I told you it gets windy up here. It literally sounds like news reporters and winds of an F1 tornado. So, there you go. It got windy. This where it's not so. I'll get in there and be able to say the goodbyes, say the thank yous properly so you can actually hear me. All right, this is a little better. I'm doing my best. That is definitely one of the things I do have to get, especially before I take you guys on a ridge hike, is going to be wind protection, some sort of wind protection for the microphone, because up on the ridges, just like you saw here, this isn't even a completely exposed ridge. This is just at the top of the poly. So when you get up to the ridges, it's just going to get worse. But there are some beautiful places I want to be able to take you guys. That's just going to have to get an upgrade. Let's get back in the car so I can have a little chat. It is windy up here. There's never a day that it's not windy up here. There's never a day. This is a lot better compared to the hurricane sound a little bit ago. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I try to warn you. I try to give you a forewarning. It's even picking up right now. All right. We're almost good. We're almost good. We're almost there. So let's get back in here. Okay. There you guys go. I told you it was going to be windy up there. There's never a day that you go to the Poly Lookout that doesn't want to just blow you over the edge. It's like King Kamehameha trying to reunite the islands again by blowing everyone off the cliff. But thank you for coming out to the stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you to A Gay Guy Plays. Thanks, Rob, for giving me that beefy host today. That really made my day. Be gone thoughts. Whatever, Glaive. Glaive, my man, thank you for that $10 dono. I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate you guys. So stay tuned, stay on the stream. Check out my Twitter, check out the Discord, check out the schedule down below. We'll be streaming tomorrow. Fafnir, you really liked my content. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check what I was dragging. I know. I will. I think it was I think it was a leaf. Because, like, by the time we got up the Poly, like, up to the Lookout, it was done. But I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming to the stream. Catch me every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturdays are always going to be hike days. If you really enjoyed the stream and really liked what you saw, there's going to be more of it next Saturday. I like that you give facts. I tried a big-ass leaf. There are big-ass leaves out here, man. You would not believe it. Like, they just fall everywhere because it's palm tree leaves. So they fall outside my house all the time, and they're about half the size of me. So it's a big-ass leaf. But if you like the stream today, there's going to be another hike stream next Saturday. If you like, just what you see and what I talk about, I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Fridays are social gamings and giveaways. So if you haven't caught one of those, I did my first one last night. We gave away two $20 Amazon gift cards, and we played some Jackbox games for a couple hours. It was a lot of fun, and I really appreciate everyone who showed up to that. But we're going to have another one next Friday. If you want to know what the giveaway is, it's going to be out on Discord the night before. So you have to join my Discord channel to get insight into what's going to happen the next day. Tomorrow I'll be streaming at... You put out some great stuff and make it an interactive and fun time. Glad to be around. I'm glad that you're around, Glaive. I really appreciate all the support that you've shown to this channel. I'm a really new streamer, really just getting my legs out like beneath me so I can get on the ground and running. But I really appreciate everyone who stuck by today. I'll be on again tomorrow at 12 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. So that's going to be 2 p.m. Pacific and 5 p.m. Eastern. So you can catch me tomorrow, and we'll be just playing some chill old video games. So we're just gonna, like, right now during January, my Sunday schedule is just retro gaming. So I haven't completely chosen what game I want to play. A buddy wants me to play King's Quest. You should have more subs and followers. I'm sure you will grow in numbers though. Dragon, believe it or not, this is my 4th stream. I just started streaming last Saturday. I made affiliate on Monday. So slowly but surely, I hope that people find me and people find this enjoyable and really enjoy what I can put out there. But like I was saying, tomorrow will be retro gaming. So catch me tomorrow at 12 p.m. my time. So that's 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Thanks again out to Glaive. Thanks to Rob for the host. Thanks to everybody who shot me a follow today. If you haven't already, get down on the Discord, get on that Twitter, and get on my Instagram and follow some of the other stuff that's going to be put out. More exciting projects are coming and are in the works. So if you like what you see now, it's only going to get better. So I really appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you tomorrow. I hope to see you the next Friday, and hope to see you next Saturday for the next hike. But until then, peace, love. I'm out, brothers. Bye.